Hey, today I want to talk about a product that's completely out of my niche per se. This is the AirPods 4th generation with active noise cancelling. These guys have been a product that I had my eye on since they came out, but I had a bunch of questions. Namely, is this going to fit in my ear properly? Or is it going to fall out? Is the active noise cancelling good or not? Because it's the first time that they bring it here. And is it much different than getting the AirPod Pros? I'm gonna answer all of this in this video. So after doing a week or two of thinking, I finally decided to get myself these AirPods 4th generation with active noise cancelling. Because you have active noise cancelling, they're a bit cheaper than the AirPod Pros, and I used to like the design that they had where it didn't go inside the ear canal. Now, I had no way of testing it, and I was wondering, how good is it for active noise cancelling? Let's first talk about that. I think it does a pretty good job at cancelling out the noise from outside, but it is much better at doing the transparency mode. Why? Because it doesn't go, as I said, into your ear canal. Therefore, it's going to allow more noise to come through, and the noise cancelling feature is not going to be as good as the AirPods Pro. I have to say it is definitely not as good by far. I had the original AirPod Pros from 2019. I've been using them for basically 5 years, and they finally gave up at the gym the other day. I have to say that the noise cancellation is pretty good, but you can still hear a bunch of things coming from the outside. For example, cars passing by, or if you're in a louder environment, you will still hear it. The other day, my wife was in a conference call and I could hear through her speakers in the room a lot of what was said, even though I have noise cancelling activated and I was watching something and I can still hear it underneath. That's not something that would have happened with my AirPod Pros, so the active noise cancellation feature is not as good. In fact, I wish we could test these out in a shop before purchasing them, so you could see how good the noise cancelling feature is. Obviously, these go into your ear, so for sanitary purposes, I understand they don't want to do that. Let's now talk about the fit. Does it fit as well as AirPod Pros? And if not, how good is the fit? I've watched a bunch of reviews about these AirPods 4th generation, and there's a little bit of a mixed feelings from people. Some of them don't want to use them because they fall out of their ears. However, Apple claims that these have been tested on more ears, if I can say that, and that more people will be able to use them. Now, I only have one set of ears, so to me, this is the only ears I can test them on. And I have to say, I got used to the AirPod Pros over the years because I used to have regular AirPods like these that have this shape and you just put on your ear, basically just sitting there. And they were fine until I found out about the AirPod Pros, and that changed everything because AirPod Pros will stay in your ear. These guys, I feel like if I shake my head a little too strong, they will fall out. And if I go for a run, a jog, or I just, do some cardio, I feel like either they will fall out or I will have the feeling that they're falling out. And that's really not a comfortable feeling. So that's my experience in terms of fit. I feel like they're okay, and I will obviously be using them now, so they're not bad by all means, but they're not nearly as good as AirPod Pros if you can stand having AirPods inside your ear canal. So my verdict on this 4th generation of AirPods from Apple with active noise cancelling is that it is great if you want to save those $60-70 difference with AirPod Pros, or if you don't like to have something going into your ear canal, it's going to do an amazing job at cancelling out the noise. That amazing job is not nearly as good though as the Pros, so if you want to prioritize noise cancelling, I would go with the Pro version. If you want something a little bit easier to put on and you don't have an ear that will fall out if you put them on, if you see what I mean, then you should go with these 4th generation AirPods from Apple. I hope I covered everything. If you have any question though, feel free to ask me. That's why I'm here. I will be glad to answer your questions. And if you like this video and it was helpful, put a thumbs up. That helps the channel. And I see you in my next video. Take care. Cheers.